Hello, this is such an impromptu video. I've been thinking about filming this for like the past 2 weeks or so. And I've had this idea for like the past year, like right after I did that vision board video. I was like, I want to make this video, which is my creative rebirth. So, hello, if you're new here, my name is Vianas. I am a multi-disciplinary creative, and I'm also a creative coach and a tarot reader. So, got a lot underneath my belt. It's been a while since I've sat down and made a proper video. This video is a little bit more anchored in like an action plan. I have been having a lot of revelations and there has been a lot of change in my life. I'm not going to go into super big detail about that. I have been having a lot of revelations about myself and coming back to a lot of truths that were something that I thought I realized, and I thought that I was living in my authenticity, but I was not. And this revelation has come through a creative rebirth. I think we give ourselves a lot more time in this life than we actually do, not taking into account, all the responsibilities that we have to take care of, all the sleep that we have to take care of, the necessities, the eating, the spending time with family, like all these different things. And we put our dreams on this pedestal, but a pedestal that is so far into the future that we aren't able to make anything tangible happen with it. Because it's like, if your goal is to be a movie star, you want to be an actress in like a blockbuster film, it's like, okay, well, that'll happen in the next 10 years. And then you'll sit every single day not realizing that you to do something in those 10 years to actually accomplish that end goal. And I think we think about our dreams as being this really huge wall of something that we have to accomplish, instead of it being a mountain that we have to take steps towards. What I've been thinking about for myself of, I have this really big vision of, I want to be a full-time creative, and that is what I'm supposed to be doing on this life. I had a really big spiritual awakening when I was probably around like 15 or 16. I had an ego death. And the truth that I uncovered during the spiritual awakening is that I, Vianas, was put onto this earth to create. Like, that is my purpose in life. You start overthinking everything that it is that you want to do before you actually take any action. Well, I want to be a creative for the rest of my life. What does that look like? And slowly but surely, my ideas have been coming out and being like, wow, this is what it actually looks like to be a creative. So most recent thing that I've done is do a painting. I don't know if I'm quite done with it. I still have a little small couple things I want to tweak in this. This is my return after doing some drawing improvement, but also some sort of mentality improvement. So I'm going to show you guys. This is it. There's a lot of symbolism in here for me. A lot of changes that have been just happening and accumulating in my life. And also, this is a really big branch off to what I usually do with my art, signifying of a shift in my creative pursuits. I've had experiences in my life that have really formulated and made me keep coming back to the realization of, I am a creative person at my heart, and that is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this artistic rebirth is to have something that anchors me, that I want to show to the world and also to myself in the future, and also to hold myself accountable, because I am the type of person to abandon projects, which is not a great habit to have, especially if you want to do something long term. And I want to be a creative long term, trying to innovate myself and always trying different things. Like, this is my line in the sand. This is where I'm coming from, and say, you know what, I'm going to make this commitment to myself that I am going to show up for my artistic endeavors. I'm going to live out my purpose and not just wait for the day that things feel perfect and in alignment and 100%. Then this is going to be a motivation for me. Like, I'm speaking about these things and I haven't really addressed what I'm talking about. I'm going to be making a series on my channel talking about my artistic endeavors and finishing all of my artistic projects that I have abandoned in the past. This is like something that I keep thinking about, and I just cannot get over this feeling that I'm missing out on myself and I'm missing out on my future. And I think a lot of people, especially if you're watching this video, you probably have that feeling too with your creativity, that you have all the time in the world, but still no time at all. And there's really nothing that anchors you. And I would implore you to get something that anchors you in your creativity or in your goals in general. Like, what is it that you want, and what does that look like for you? It doesn't have to look like if you want to be a basketball player, you don't have to look like Michael Jordan's journey to stardom. If you want to be a creative, you don't have to look like, my journey, or I don't know, Tyler the Creator is just on my mind because he's just been doing some great stuff. Your journey does not have to mirror anyone else's. Your journey is your own. And a lot of it is what you're putting into yourself and pouring into your own artistic journey. And I feel like that's kind of what this painting symbolizes for me, is like a change of events, but pouring back into myself. I'm anchoring my journey into something that is intentional versus just flowing and being like, well, where does the wind take me now? Oh, I'm being intentional with my creative journey. And the first thing about that is to take away all of the clutter and everything from the past that is unfinished and make it finished. So many creative endeavors that are unfinished business, and they hang over my head whenever I want to start something new because, oh, well, you're starting a new project, but you have 10 unfinished ones. Oh God, I don't want to create because I have these 10 unfinished I'm done. I'm over feeling overwhelmed, right? Like I don't want to feel overwhelmed anymore whenever I'm trying to pursue something creatively. Excuse the quality change. I had to change devices. This series is going to be multidimensional. It's not just about finishing the things that have been holding me back. It's also going to be just a journey about my creative and artistic direction. To me, it's like there is no more time for procrastination. And I think it's because this is something that I want to do. And there's also just like, there's nothing more for me to run away from. I can do what I want to do. And I have to get over the feeling of somebody's out there judging me, somebody's out there looking at me and perceiving me, somebody's trying to stop me and talk me out of what I'm trying to do. I have the conviction of somebody that knows that they're going to win. And that's something that I'm also trying to adopt, is like a winner's mentality. I want to win. I want you to have my name in your mouth. Like, speaking of me, positively, preferably, but that's not always going to happen. But I am a person that's like, I want my artistic endeavors to be out there, and I don't want to be just existing on the internet. I also want to have in-person community, and I also want to do these things that are helping other artists, and want to be a person that is standing for my own creative and the things that speak to me in my artistic journey. And I want this YouTube channel to be a documentation. Seeing other people succeed is just so fulfilling to me. I have been seeing some like old YouTubers old videos that I really like Corey Kenshin. I've been seeing his old videos pop up on my For You page on YouTube. For You page as if it's TikTok. But I've been seeing a lot of his older videos kind of come up where he's moving out of college, like really taking YouTube seriously. He's going full time. And it's just so inspiring to see like how he started versus where he is today. You can do it. Like there's so many people that have walked the path, and their path may look different than yours, but that doesn't mean that you won't be successful as well. Such an interesting dynamic to be like, this person 10 years ago was in the same position that I'm in now, and look at where they are, not even to compare myself. It's just like I'm excited to see where this journey and where this adventure takes me. And the garden song, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. That's that's a common quote, but I just thought about the garden. I would rather be creating than anything else in life. I feel so connected to being a creative person, creating and putting energy towards my pursuits and putting belief in myself. I have so much faith in myself. I'm so excited to see where I am just like 6 months into a year from now. Documenting on YouTube is just something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and YouTube in general is just so interesting and so fun to me. Like I'm also going to be putting myself on short form, like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And I'm as well as starting or updating my Substack. Like I really want to use Substack. I've been called to start writing again, and I'm very intrigued to see what Substack brings, and just in general how I can start bringing community in person and online. And for yourself, I would implore you again to like think about your creative goals and like what does it look like now, even if you can't have that future big goal accomplished. What does it look like for you today? Yeah, where do you want to be? And also like document your journey, like post a YouTube video, post a TikTok, post an Instagram. You don't really know where these opportunities and things can lead you. There's opportunities out there that you can't even imagine, and you never know who's watching you and who's in the background. So that's what I've got for this video. Yeah, bye.